We are having Sandesha here.
I'm with the Linguistic Empowerment Cell.
What was your experience in AMU?
Fabulous. It was amazing. It was what we learned from Aligarh Muslim University.
How the campus of AMU is different from JNU?
Beautiful.
Women students here.
Women students, they are amazing. To Professor Varsi के लिए विछो की घड़ी तो गमगीन होगी.
What is your message for the students of AMU? So dear viewers, we are having Sandesha here and she is an assistant professor in Jawaharlal Nehru University. She teaches.
I'm with the Linguistic Empowerment Cell and I teach English for academic writing and basic communication skills.
So you are here as one of the guests in the 45th International Conference of the Linguistic Society of India.
Yes.
So how is your experience in AMU?
Oh, it was fantabulous. It was amazing.
In what way it was fantastic?
There was a lot to learn apart from the academic part, which we learn at every ECOLC conference.
Yes.
What we learned personally from Aligarh Muslim University's faculty and students is how to do it as a team. Oh. And you've really created that spirit of bonhomie. Wherein you got to see how the faculties are working together.
And sometimes it is so that we are meeting different kind of people from different background. For example, I am from English literature and I have somehow not that much relation with the linguistic people, but I have learned a lot from those.
Yes, but as you know, both English and linguistics, though we are two different disciplines as such,
yes,
there's a lot which linguistics being linguistics, we are there in most of the disciplines,
yes,
like because as per the NEP also it talks about multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary. So for example, you will find English language teaching coming under the domain of applied linguistics.
Yes, yes.
Then you have psycholinguistics, you have historical linguistics, you have social linguistics, anthropological. So there's always a combination.
And sometimes it is so that if we have a depth knowledge of linguistics, then it enrich our knowledge of the literature.
Yeah, it does. It helps you obviously, because even if you want to teach literature, I mean, you need to know, you need to have the communication skills, you need to kind of,
yes, yes,
you know what's the background, why is there a difference between Old English, Middle English and let's say Modern English.
Yes.
Look at the varieties of English. English has never been the same, right, throughout the years.
So you are working as an assistant professor in JNU. How's your means experience there?
In JNU?
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen both sides. I have been a student as well as a faculty. So right now, yes. So JNU is amazing. Just like AMU, it's one of the best in the country. So I've been blessed that way, yes.
And how the students of Aligarh Muslim University and JNU are different?
Oh, both of them, they are quite similar as in the passion for their disciplines, yes. They're quite similar in being one of the best in the country, I would say. Yet they're different in certain ways, in the sense like, I won't say so much of difference, but yes, I found that after seeing Sir Syed's play yesterday, I knew that,
actually, I recorded that video.
Oh, you did? Okay,
yeah.
All right.
And so, you were crying.
Oh yeah, I was really, I could feel that emotions running high. I was trying to control it, but it was not, I couldn't control it. Yeah. And I just let myself go, because at the end of the day, sometimes it's not good to just keep it inside. It's best to let it come out. And it had such a beautiful, interesting thing that anybody who watches the entire play will learn. I mean, it instills very good values amongst the audience members.
So.
It has patriotism. It has good values about being honest, and how about helping society, and also the importance of education not only just for men but also for women equally, and also about thinking for the future generation. And especially I began, my tears began with the part with the Doli, where I saw the Doli. I was remembering my own when he was crying.
When you were married.
Yeah, and then when Sir Syed was, talking about the loss of a child. It was amazing, the kind of, within that entire play, the different through Sir Syed's life, what anybody who did not even know him would learn. That was the beauty of it, yes.
And how the campus of AMU is different from JNU?
Oh, okay. Both of them are beautiful. There is no doubt about it, and both of them are distinct, because JNU has its forests, and so we have our forests as well as we have our local. We have our animals, the flora and fauna of JNU, and we have our beautiful buildings. But when you look at it, when I was thinking about the same question that you are asking me, in Aligarh Muslim University, you have history.
Yes.
So you have these historical buildings, and these are the buildings, जहाँ पे किसी नवाब ने, किसी राजा ने, Sir Syed ने, when he was getting all this constructed, people were coming in, to check it out and कि कैसा चल रहा है, हमने इतने पैसे आपको donate किए तो कहाँ जा रहे हैं. So that kind of a thing, the roads would have been how, you know, the buildings and everything. So I was imagining that. So there is a blend of history with modernism out here when you have certain modern structures. But यहाँ तक ज़्यादातर Aligarh Muslim University के अंदर ज़्यादा से सब historically है, I think.
It is so.
जहाँ पे JNU में थोड़ा modern है हमारा तो.
How in terms of the thinking?
Thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, I think both, I found them to be both. People say JNU people are intelligent, and I would say then the intelligence is there in any good university.
And how about the women students here?
Women students, they are amazing. What
sometimes I see that girls students, they are working more in a conference and some such
ये मैंने नहीं बोला, ये इन्होंने कहा है, ठीक है? And I will be a little bit biased if I tell you that.
But you can be a proof of that now.
Yeah, well, okay, fine. Being a woman, maybe I should be a bit biased and say that, oh yes, women are much more smarter, and yes, women students are. Yeah, I won't say that.
Sometimes it is so that most of the girls, they are the topper in their department.
Yeah, they are toppers, but let's talk about gender equality. कभी आज हम topper है तो कभी आप topper है. So it is one thing. But at the what is more important is that you can sometimes people say that in a society you know, there's a lot that you can say about a society which has more women in a, you know, in a classroom. But what we are noticing in India is that certain disciplines has more women, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
If you look in arts, you might see, in languages you might see more women or equal number, but in sciences you will find there are more men. Now, engineering. Oh, I teach engineering students. I've been teaching them for more than 10 years.
But I find in English literature most of the
time it's equal men and women, or more women
in the department.
What can I say?
I was in Hindu college in Delhi University. Actually, 60% of the class, it was filled with girls.
Yeah, well, that's something I would say depends, right? I mean, yes, definitely we have more women in the arts field as compared to maybe sciences and engineering. But things, you know, everything takes time. You know, a lot of things are evolving, I would say.
Yes.
You never know. The next time you interview me, things might be different.
So did you enjoy that, the program that held in the first of the evening in Kennedy?
Yeah, of course, the ghazals. Oh my God, I love the ghazals. Not only was it the ghazals, but both the singers were amazing. And the fact that the first singer, Alok ji, is an IPS officer, it's so commendable that he is an inspiration to a lot of people. That
Which one was your favorite?
Both were my favorite.
No, the ghazal especially.
Among the ghazal songs, I like the fact.
One was the Rafta Rafta.
Rafta to.
And one was of Amir Khosrow.
Yes, वो बहुत बढ़िया था. और एक और बात था, आलोक जी ने कहा था कि few of the songs, ghazals, he writes himself.
Yeah.
He pens it and then he sings it. So I think that was amazing to have that kind of creativity. कोई लोग कभी-कभी गा सकते हैं पर लिख नहीं पाते. कोई लोग लिखते हैं पर गा नहीं पाते. To have that combination was very good, and I think that was.
So at last, what is your message for the students of AMU?
Oh, okay. So my message to the people watching, especially the AMU family, I will say, it's that, especially the students, that you know, you've come from a place where the foundation is built on values such as honesty and giving to society the best that you possibly can. In fact, society that you might not even be seeing, the future generation, you come from that academic lineage. So before you do anything, always remember that. And I see the way the boys respect the women out here, and even the women, that they are bold, yet they also know that being bold doesn't mean shouting on top of their voice. They are bold by their actions, they are bold by their academics, they are bold by, you know, their ideas, their views, and it is amazing. I really love the feeling. People say that JNU की हवाओं में, पत्तों में कुछ बात है, जिनको नहीं पता वो भी आते. मैं कहती हूँ, it's not only JNU, any good university, and Aligarh has proved to be such a university.
Actually, once I went to JNU, especially for my love of Marxist books.
Okay.
And there are, I think there were 3 bookshops there. So I met Ramesh Bhai there. And he's really a fascinating person, a good person. He shows me a lot of books, especially those books which I couldn't find anywhere.
Okay.
So at last, if you please remember a poetry, then you could recite one in any of the languages.
Okay. I wouldn't, I mean, there are so many. Maybe I'll say the one in Hindi, which is actually penned by my mother actually. And I said this to Professor Varsi ke liye and his entire team. and the team that worked behind Ecolsi's 45 successful event that took place over these 3 days. विछो की घड़ी तो गमगीन होगी, विछो की घड़ी तो गमगीन होगी, पर मिलने की खुशी 1000 गुनी होगी.
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब. Thank you. बहुत शुक्रिया. So dear viewers, it was really a nice meeting with Sandesha from JNU. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.